last video, one of my subscribers left a comment. I thought it was pretty funny. So I should say that in my last video, one of the things I talked about was tea that I had been drinking. It is Twinings orange and cinnamon spice tea. Okay. Now, here's what he said about that. Pliny, this might be saying that wrong. The elder wrote in the 1st century that 12 ounces of cinnamon cost 15 months' wages. And here we sit, drinking cup after cup of fragrant cinnamon tea like it's nothing. That's a flex on the ancients. Keep on trucking, my good man. So, that's all of it. So, I guess to flex means to show off, in case you didn't know. I loved hearing that. It was funny. And I learned something about how expensive tea was back in the day. And the compliment and the words of encouragement were nice too. So, thank you for any compliments I get, by the way, or any constructive criticism, feedback, the non-insulting type kind. Thank you. So, a little bit of a different thing going on this time. I'm going to be doing some hand sounds. Wait, okay. So one subscriber asked for that. Another subscriber asked me to speak a little bit more slowly and softly. So I'll also I'll try to do that. So I'm trying to remember to do that, speaking slower and the hand sounds as well, like I just did. I don't know if I'll do that every time, but for this video anyways I will, for the subscribers who asked for that. So, okay, so new gear and thoughts on video quality. That's the heading. So I ordered some new video production gear. Yeah, I'm new to this hand sound thing. I ordered it off Amazon. I received a memory card for a video camera, but I haven't received the rest of it yet. Oh, I'll show you the video card. So, here it is. Kingston Canvas Go. Okay, so looks like it has 20. I know how much. I know the properties of it basically, but 256 gigabytes up to 170 megabytes per second. So, yeah, I bought that for a camera. Like I just purchased the Sony CV1 camera, so that's the memory card that will go with that camera. So that's supposed to be a memory card where I can hold a lot of it's like hold big files on that video card. A lot of storage. Okay. So last video I had mentioned that I was trying to see if there is a difference in me using the phone and taking the video. Like, what I'm trying to say is last video I had I had shot the video with the phone, my phone, and I had the back of the video, the back of the phone facing me. And so I've been using that camera video camera to take the video, okay? And I had thought maybe there was a difference between doing that and shooting the video with selfie type videos with. I don't know if people call them selfie videos, do they? Like selfies normally for a photograph. Okay, so I had thought that there was if you shot the video with a selfie camera on the front of the phone, it would be lower quality than if you shot the video with the camera that's on the back of the phone. Turns out that's not the case. So that's a good thing. I am now shooting this video with my cell phone, and I'm looking at the front of the phone, so I can see myself, which is great. I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, and it should come out in 720p resolution. That's nice. So, okay, what am I supposed to be doing with it? I thought I had something planned with my hands. Oh yeah, this thing. Very cool. Okay, look. By the way, I think the only difference is that I don't know if you can zoom in and out, at least on my phone. I don't know if you can zoom in and out with a selfie video camera, but you can if you're using the video camera on the back of the phone. Okay, jeez, I need to get on with this. Okay, the lighting setup is also yeah, like last time I kind of messed up the lighting. That's okay though. I'm trying to be more compassionate to myself, by the way. It's something I've been learning about in my the mental health clinic I'm going to. So it's okay. The last video was overexposed to lighting big time. So I had the lighting turned down a bit. I'm still using the same lighting. The ring light. But I think what I've learned is that I think just having the ring light in a different position makes a big difference in lighting. Like last time, in previous videos, I had the ring light, like the tripod, almost full extended vertically, and then the ring light angled kind of downward like this, and the light was coming on to me, and I think I'm pretty sure I had the video or the light as high as it will go, as bright as it will go, and I didn't think the lighting was overexposed or too bright, but in this case I have it now basically at eye level, the ring light, and what I've noticed is it's almost the same distance. Maybe it is a bit closer to me compared to if I have it raised up, but it's almost the same distance away. But if it's shining right on you, directly at you, at eye level, you can easily the lighting can easily be overexposed. So yeah, I must remember to speak slowly on this video and do the hand sound. It can be difficult for me to remember this stuff. But speaking of ordering on Amazon though, I was looking into buying some video production gear. Okay. I saw a sale on Best Buy on some stuff that I wanted. On Best Buy, the price it said, it said it was on sale. The video production gear I was looking at buying said the sale would end next week. Okay. I looked at Amazon to compare prices and saw the same stuff, video production gear, for the same price, and it didn't say it was on sale. Am I making sense? So it didn't say that the price would change on Amazon. So I thought I didn't need to buy it before the sale ended on Best Buy. Okay. There was no need for me to do that because I thought I could just buy it on Amazon because the price isn't going to change on Amazon. However, the price on Amazon did go up after all about the same time that the sale on Best Buy ended. So I think sometimes the price does go up on Amazon too. So I might have, I guess, lost $100 that way, unfortunately. Oh well. Okay. So, 300 subscriber celebration and a subscriber goal. I bit my lip there. So I had a goal for 300 subscribers. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought the goal was supposed to end May 2021. I've met that goal. Thank you for that. Thank you for all of your support. Pretty cool, right? Sensitive microphone. Now, I have a new goal, 400 subscribers for July 1st, 2021. Okay, so now life update. Haven't been hitting the gym, but I have been walking though. I don't feel that at this time I need to hit the gym though. I have been reading, just trying to stay consistent. New goal is 4 pages per day of my novel, or the novel that I'm reading. Okay, trying to buy less stuff. Well, I just bought some stuff on Amazon, like I explained, but trying not to eat out so much. Before I was eating out almost every day. Really bad. Not good. It's the bank account. So hard. Okay. I started meditating again. Now, I'm not exactly sure why I do it. Okay. But I guess it's to feel more relaxed. I've heard there are many benefits outside of relaxation to meditation, but I haven't looked into it much. I used to meditate daily, but I would do it for a period of time and then stop, and then for a while and start again. There are times to just do it once every few days, but I would mean to do it daily. But I started doing it again in this mental health day clinic that I have been attending. Just a little bit every day. Now I've been doing it outside of the clinic as well, just a little bit every day, and trying not to strain myself. No, I'll go through the steps I do in meditation. Okay. I sit there, eyes closed, try to sit up more or less straight with a curve in my back though. So, in my lower back, that is, in the lumbar region, I guess. Breathe deeply. I do it for maybe, I'd like to say 10 minutes, but honestly, it might not even last that long. I do find it somewhat difficult to just sit there and basically more or less do nothing. But meditation is so good though. But so where am I at? Like I said, I tried to imagine this shiny light, almost like if you're drawing a light bulb and you draw light coming off of it, yellow straight lines of light coming off of it, almost envisioning that, but not cartoonish, going around my body, head to toe, you know, down the front of my body, then down my back and on my sides. Do that a couple times. Imagine that. I go through periods where I just breathe in and out deeply. I try to feel my legs. Okay, I try to sort of feel my arms, if that makes sense. So, how do I explain that? Like, I'm not going like this and feeling my arm, or like feeling my leg with my hand. I'm just feeling it, feeling the sensation of my arms and legs. It's hard to explain, but it kind of feels like you can't do it when you're meditating, or that has been my experience. Feel my feet. I feel like the sensation of my feet, and I go up and up my legs, and then down my arms to my hands. I usually don't try to feel my head, but so that's kind of what I do. I breathe in deeply, try to hold it for a bit, then release, and I kind of do that sort of thing. I kind of repeat those processes for a while. A lot of people, they used to ask me about it, or not a lot of people, but some of my friends used to ask me about it. Matthew, how do you do it? And I used to say, well, yeah, you sit there and you think about nothing. And they say, okay. And then they try it. And they say, it didn't work. I couldn't think about nothing. I would always think about things. And that's true for me too. But you try to not engage with your thoughts, I think. Just let your thoughts wash over you. And if you do end up engaging with them, just let it, don't let it ruin your meditation session. Just go back to letting the thoughts wash over you. So for instance, your mind will start giving you thoughts. I don't know how to explain it very well, but it'll just say, like, think about your work. And it'll bring your mind to thinking about work. So don't try to participate with that and start being like, oh yeah, I need to blah blah blah, this and that, I need to perform better, blah blah blah. Don't think about that. Just let it wash over you. Let the thought kind of drift away. And then you realize that it's not you you're not trying to think about these things. It's just your brain is just causing you to think about these things. That's difficult to explain. For me to explain anyways. Sometimes, and I feel really good after meditation, but sometimes, honestly, I think that it's just from excess oxygen, but I don't know that for sure. Like, when you're running outside, when you're running, your body needs more oxygen, right? So, and then you start breathing harder, so you're giving your body the oxygen it needs. However, if you're just sitting there meditating, your body might not need that much oxygen. But even though you're doing nothing, you're breathing really hard, giving your body a lot of oxygen. So maybe the excess oxygen can make you feel high or really good, sort of thing. I don't know though. Yeah, I've been going to this mental health day program. It's good. I was taught some cool information in my mental health clinic. It might benefit you. I'll read some of it for you, okay? It's about negative thinking traps. Got my pamphlet. No. Okay. So, thinking about something does not mean that a thought is true or that it will happen. Often, our thoughts are just guesses or assumptions and not based on actual facts. Thoughts happen so automatically that we may not be aware that the thoughts have become negative. Sometimes these negative thoughts are the result of falling into thinking traps. Thinking traps are unfair or overly negative ways of seeing things. If you have ever tried to push a negative thought away, you probably noticed that it didn't work at all, or that the thoughts came back pretty quickly. Trying to push something out of your mind is like trying to push a beach ball underwater. It takes a lot of work to keep it down, and the minute you let it go, it pops right back up again. This is similar to using distraction for coping with negative thinking. It works in the short term, but the thoughts tend to return. It is often helpful to challenge your negative thinking. These thoughts can make you feel like something bad will happen. Will definitely happen, it says actually. Even when it is highly unlikely. Patterns of negative thinking can make us feel worse about ourselves or our situation. Challenging negative thinking allows our mind to consider different perspectives. Take a look on the second page. This is where it gets really good. The list of negative thinking traps. So, cognitive distortions or thinking traps. Fortune telling. Number one. Let's number them. Number one. Fortune telling. This is when we predict that things will turn out badly, but in reality, we cannot predict the future because we don't have a crystal ball. Examples. I know I will mess up. I will never be able to manage my anxiety. Number two, black and white thinking. This is when we only look at situations in terms of extremes. For example, things are either good or bad, a success or a failure. But in reality, most events call for a more moderate explanation. For example, cheating once on your diet does not mean you have failed completely. piece of chocolate cake. Now my diet is completely ruined. Number 3, mind reading. This happens when we believe that we know what others are thinking, and we assume that they are thinking the worst of us. The problem is that no one can read minds, so we don't really know what others are thinking. Examples. Others think I'm stupid. She doesn't like me. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Overgeneralization. This is when we use words like always or never to describe situations or events. This type of thinking is not helpful because it does not take all situations or events into account. For example, we make mistakes, but we don't always make mistakes. Examples: I always make mistakes. I am never good at public speaking. Number 5, labeling. Sometimes we talk to ourselves in mean ways and use a negative word to describe ourselves. This kind of thinking is unhelpful and unfair. We are too complex to be summed up in a single word. Examples: I'm stupid. I'm a loser. Number 6, overestimating danger. This is when we believe that something is unlikely to happen. Something that is unlikely to happen, rather, is actually right around the corner. It's not hard to see how this type of thinking can maintain your anxiety. For example, how can you not feel scared if you think that you could have a heart attack at any time? Examples: I will faint. I'll go crazy. I'm dying. Number 7, filtering. This happens when we only pay attention to the bad things that happen, but ignore all the good things. This prevents us from looking at aspects of a situation and drawing a more balanced conclusion. Examples: believing that you did a poor job on a presentation because some people looked bored, even though a number of people looked interested, and you received several compliments on how well you did. Number 8. Is that number 8? Yeah, I think so. Catastrophizing. This is when we imagine that the worst possible thing is about to happen and predict that we won't be able to cope with the outcome. But the imagined worst case scenario usually never happens, and even if it did, we are most likely able to cope with it. Examples: I'll freak out and no one will help. I'm going to make such a fool of myself. Everyone will laugh at me and I won't be able to survive the embarrassment. Number 9, should statements. This is when you tell yourself how you should, must, or ought to feel and behave. The result is that you are constantly anxious and disappointed with yourself and or others around you. Examples: I should never feel anxious. I should control my feelings. I should never make mistakes. Okay, so that was a lot right there. some of them. Definitely like catastrophizing, thinking that maybe I found myself doing that recently. Saying to myself, I can't ask a previous employer for a letter of reference because they'll just refuse because they'll say, well, we didn't like you as an employee, blah, blah, blah. I asked for it and got it. And the letter of reference was very nice. So, one sec. Oh, please don't tell me. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, good. So, that's one thing we could do. I also, what's the other one I do? Filtering. I also notice I do that a lot. Like if I make one mistake in like a presentation or something like that, just like the example said, I'll be like, well, I guess the whole thing was shit. And that's not the case. I mean, usually not the case. I mean, well, I guess never I don't know if I've ever done a real shit presentation, to be honest with you. I suppose not. Anyways, it's making one mistake, one little mistake, a couple of mistakes, no big deal. So yeah, I thought maybe you could benefit from those thinking traps, knowing about them, being able to recognize them, use them as you want. I'm not telling you what to do. I don't think it's my advice here, my explanations here would not be a replacement for like seeing a psychologist or a counselor or someone, a professional with mental health and mental health issues. If you feel that you need one, the help of one. So just some extra info for you. Anyways, before I ramble on for days and days and days, this video is already 33 minutes long. That's okay. So look, thank you for watching.